What do you think? Good. Morning, everybody. Happy Monday. It's Monday, June 12th, 2017, and I'm headed into work for the day. Grant's going to daycare just for a little bit while I'm at work. And we got, before we get this week started, let's check the crypto report, shall we? Alright, it's been quite the week in crypto. So Ether is now over $300. I haven't even checked it recently. Let's pull it up really quick here and see what we're talking about. My portfolio is now well over 10K. If you guys remember last week, I was fretting because I couldn't quite surpass the 10K mark. Now it was at $12,500. But it dropped a little bit, so it's around $12,000. Crazy, right? Ether, it says right now that can't be right. It says Ether is $393. I think it was like $220, $230 last week. $393. Swarm is now at $5.38, but it was up to $6. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. So let me look up Ether really quick. I want to see if that's true or not. What are you doing to me over here?
Mama.
The US dollar tether says Ether is $373. So it looks like it was higher than that at some point. And now it's kind of slowly like dropping down. But that's quite the feat for Ether. That's amazing. So I'm kind of looking silly now after cashing out 20 Ether like less than 2 weeks ago. So that cashed them out for, wow, those would have been worth $8,000.
Mama.
My portfolio would have been worth almost $20,000 right now. But
50,000?
yeah, all right, no, stay back there. We're gonna go in. All right, so stay tuned for more, guys. All right, guys. So yeah, this crypto stuff has just been quite the ride. You know, it as I gain more experience doing this, you know, each day, each week, each month. The stress isn't what it used to be, and it's weird because before I probably would have like panic sold my swarm and been like, wow, I made, you know, $1,000 or something. But you got to be careful, you got to be calculated, and you got to be patient and reserved. You know, when I first started tracking my swarm, it was worth like $1,600–1,700. This was, you know, you can watch the videos, go back. It was like a week or two ago. And I was like, wow, that's a lot of money. And then I had to think back. I bought that in November, and I was like, okay, what did I pay for? I paid 10 Ether for my 1,000 shares of Swarm. Originally, it was Arcade City, and then they converted it over to Swarm. Now, where I needed to be smart was I needed to say, all right, well, that was 10 Ether. So what did that cost me? Back then, it cost me $100. Ether was $10 per Ether, and I spent 10 of them. So that was a $100 investment. Now, 10 Ether would be worth almost $4,000. So, I should say when I first started watching Swarm, the 10 Ether would have been worth about $2,200, but my Swarm shares were only worth like $1,600–1,700. So, number-wise, Swarm wasn't a good investment. But I was first started watching it when it was in a downward dip. So shortly after, it started going up and 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 up. Same with Ether though. So Swarm has some intrinsic value built into it, whereas we could roughly say that 1,000 units of Swarm is equivalent to 10 Ether, because that's what I bought in at. So that means whatever the price of Ether is, multiply that by 10, and we're hoping Swarm is more than that, you know, to be honest. So otherwise I just need to cash out Swarm and buy Ether, right? So right now my 10 Ether, because Ether is almost worth $400, my 10 Ether is worth more like $4,000, but Swarm is almost worth $6,000. So that's good. That means Swarm's doing a good thing. They're above, they're adding value in addition to the Ether token that they're kind of riding on. So, you know, I had this thought like a couple days ago, and I said, you know, I need to reach out to some resources and kind of get some guidance now, because this is like my first ICO that's like made it. Like, wow. So do I sit on it, or do I put in like a safety net, whereas like if it drops really low for some reason, I sell and then I could like buy back in or something? I don't know the answer to that. Or do I sell and take that $6,000 or whatever it may be and start distributing it and investing it into all kinds of other ICOs? You know, if I do, if Ether is worth 400 bucks, I could do 1 Ether in 10 different ICOs, and then, you know, my $400 could, you know, start multiplying by 10x or whatever for each of those. So, or do I just say, you know what, ride it out, don't cash anything out. As Ether continues to keep going, this is going to keep going, provided that, you know, they're doing good stuff, whatever. I don't know the answer to that, but right now pretty much all of my money is tied up. I can't I really don't have any cash. I really don't have any cash to start investing into. This guy just cut me off here. I don't really have any cash to start investing into other ICOs and stuff like that right now. So I either have to sell off something else, or start cashing out or using my mining earnings, my mining Ether. Right now I have 12.5 Ether, I want to say. Good news is I'm at like 0.7 something Ether in my accumulated miner earnings. So I should be getting another payday this week. Probably, maybe Thursday, Friday, I'm guessing. I don't know. Which is awesome. So now when I get paid 1 Ether, that's 400 bucks. Booyah. Saturday, I shipped out. I know this is all, it seems like all I do is talk about crypto. I should start putting these on Steemit, or Steemit. It's Steemit is a crypto powered content delivery system. So it's just like Facebook. But Saturday I shipped out one of my sold graphics cards. So I sold it for just over 200 bucks, 205 bucks. And I put that it was used and it was only going to be for, it would only be for parts or whatever, however you do it on eBay. So I basically said it was broken, like it works, but the fans aren't spinning when the card's under load. So if I could or would water cool it or something along those lines, it would help it out tremendously. It's just I don't have those abilities for mining. So I don't know, guys. So yeah, right now I'm only mining with 4 cards only, right? Still worth making 500 bucks a month. So I'm only mining with 4 cards, but I'm supposed to, I had ordered a 5th, another XFX R9390, but it's still not going to be here until like the end of the week or something like that. So I'm not happy about that, but I need to get more cards up and running. I mean, dang. But I don't really have money, and I'm just too cheap to cash out crypto to buy more cards. So I might just be rocking 5 cards for the near future until I can I don't know. That's probably just going to be the way it is I'll just be rocking those cards. So trying to think here. Yeah. So I know I keep saying it, guys, but I'm just completely baffled. I'm completely speechless that I don't know that this is even a possibility here. So I'm just getting an alert on my phone for ICO. So I've been putting them into my calendar so I can research them more and try to figure out if they're good or not and all that stuff. So that's one I'm going to be looking into. 21M. I don't even remember what it was, but at this point it doesn't really matter. I think I'm going to start following some of Tide Zen's advice and play some bets on like 10 ICOs and see what happens. If 1 or 2 hit, boom. So I don't know, but yeah, this weekend was awesome. So we went down to the lake and got to spend some time with Grandma and Grandpa, and they're awesome. You know, my dad, Grant's grandpa, got him up early yesterday morning, and or got up with him early yesterday morning, and went out fishing. They said they were so close to catching fish. Excuse me, but they had like that fake worm bait stuff, like stuff that comes in like the jar, and it's like, I don't know, artificial bait or something where it doesn't like really have an expiration date or anything like that. And they said the fish were like literally like looking right at their bait, like, what is this? They're like white worms or something. But so Grant still has yet to catch a fish. I'm hoping I'm gonna be there for when that happens. I need to get to bed earlier and then wake up earlier, but I guess I'm like my mom, so I'm not a morning person. Like, I don't get up early. Grant's more like my dad, so Grant gets up early, and my dad worked 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. for years and years and years, so he still gets up. My dad still gets up early, even though he's retired. So it was a really great time. We went 4-wheeling. So the neighbor has a side-by-side, I don't know what it's called, a trail cat or something. It's made by Articat. Things are like $12,000 or $13,000 new, and he let us borrow it so I could bring Grant out on the trails. And Grant was like, I don't want to go. He was whining and crying and didn't want to do it. And it was something special I wanted to do with Grant because, you know, I don't feel safe bringing Grant out on the trails on a 4-wheeler, like sitting between my legs or something. Like, I just don't think that's a good idea. So, yeah, so we went out and we were riding for quite a bit of time. We drove all the way over to a place called Trailside. It's like a little store, and they have a gas station there and stuff like that. And I got some ice cream. Grant got some a slushie, and my dad and his neighbor Al, they got beers. So they each had a beer while we were sitting there, and it was awesome. It was a good time. So, and then, you know, when we got back, Grant's like, Dad, can we go do that again? So that made it worth it, you know, because I was fighting with him before we went. He was not being a good sport about it. And I was just like, get your crap on, we're going and we're gonna have fun. I had to do the dad thing, and it went well. It went really well. So that's it. It's another beautiful day. It says it's already 84 degrees out. It's supposed to be 90 or 100 degrees today, and yikes. So I don't know, guys. Work's gonna be another brutal week. I was up last night till almost 1 a.m. playing Delta Wars with my clanmates. So I got another 4 more bases. So I got 3 bases on Saturday. Saturday night I couldn't sleep. I was drinking caffeine all Saturday evening, and I was pacing myself because I figured everyone would be up partying, drinking, and all that. Finally get Grant to bed, and everyone else is going to bed. It was like just around 10 p.m. on Saturday night. I'm like, oh great guys, thanks. So I was up playing on my phone for like 3 hours or something, or 2 hours. I think it was till midnight Saturday night. And then last night, like I said, I played almost till 1 a.m. So my teammates needed some help. We're taking over a new map, and we're trying to basically take it by storm. Hit it quick, hit it fast. And it's going well. It's going well, but I've used 15,000 titanium in not even a week. Because last week I was like, oh, I have this huge balance of money in my PayPal account. Why don't I use some of that to buy titanium? So I did, and I'm like, oh, this is going to last me like a month. It was like 15,000. So I was buying 2,200 a week and just, playing with only that. Wow. The people that created that game know exactly what they're doing, and they do it well. That's all I'll say about that. But yeah, so that's it, guys. Stay tuned for more. Bubbles! Bubbles! Yay, bubbles. Curious, I'm going to try to do a calculation to see what kind of gas mileage I've been getting. So I need gas. 159,000 miles on this old girl. Alright guys, what's happening? Just getting out of work for the day and don't feel good. It feels like earlier my ear was throbbing and then it felt like something was oozing out of my ear. As far as I know, nothing was. But I know over the weekend, it was Saturday night, I woke up and there was a little dot of blood on the pillow, and I'm wondering if it's coming out of my ear or something like that. So I spent the morning kind of just going over numbers and stuff with all the crypto stuff and all that. And my buddy Luke, you guys remember him, he's getting back into mining yet again. So he fell into a bunch of money. He paid off his bills and he had some extra, so he's like, hey, why don't I get another mining rig? He's buying all new graphics cards. He's going with the NVIDIA cards, and we're gonna see how this goes. So he always keeps getting in and out and in and out. He's probably gotten in and out like 3 or 4 times, and I've still been just doing what I'm doing. So all that work that I got, my portfolio is still only worth about 12 grand, but it has paid some bills. It has taught me a lot over the last, it's not even been a year, I don't think. Got to be getting close to a year and all that. So I'm thankful for it. It's been quite the journey, a lot of stress, a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of learning, and but it's paying off. It's going well. It's slow going initially, and then as time goes on, it's going to get easier and easier, and that portfolio is going to get fuller and fuller. So I did it today. I invested in another ICO. This one was called 21 Million Coins, and it's an indie video startup company. And what they're going to do is produce almost like a TV series on the blockchain using their own crypto, and basically like it's going to be a movie series or video series about the story of Bitcoin, which is awesome. I'm interested in learning more about it as well, but this quite possibly could be a video that will break open a lot of doors for the public and open a lot of eyes potentially about crypto and Bitcoin and ETH and ultimately Ether and all that. So it's exciting. It's exciting. They're saying that as an investor, we'll get dividends or royalties paid out or something to us. I don't know if that's true or not. Everything goes into a smart contract, and from there, I don't know how it all works out. But I sent them 1 Ether worth. This morning it was almost $400. Now it's down. It's a red day today, so about $350 maybe now. It's a lot. It's the biggest ICO or biggest amount of monetary crypto that I've invested in any ICO thus far. So if you guys remember Swarm, I gave them 10 Ether, but back then that was only $100 worth of crypto. So we're gonna see how this goes. But this 21 million coins or whatever it's called, it's almost on its way to pass the minimum amount for the smart contract to execute. If it didn't meet that amount in like a month or whatever the time is for this ICO, then everyone would get refunded back their pledge. But it's exciting. It's really exciting, and like I said, it's I think this is the first project of its kind. But what they're saying is it's gonna almost be like a socialist type of thing where everyone working on the project gets paid the same amount, whether they're the lowest person on the totem pole, the highest person on the totem pole in terms of, you know, video production, like the producer and all that. People get film in Europe are going to get paid the same amount as people that get that work on this project in America. But they're all going to get paid or reimbursed with this crypto. So pretty cool, very cool. I noticed I logged into Monero, or I'm sorry, I logged into Mercatox, which is a different exchange. Mercatox is, I would call it or classify it almost like an obscure exchange. So we were able to get Karma token listed on Mercatox for basically to be able to trade Karma token. And what's cool about it is, you know, I've been selling little denominations of Karma token here and there and stuff, and I logged in today and noticed over the past week or so, just over a week, someone bought like all of my open orders that I had on Mercatox. Basically, I just had sell orders out there that said, hey, if someone wants Karma token, here's 500 of them for this amount, this set amount. So I had, I don't know, a couple thousand for sale. Someone went out and almost at the same amount of the same time frame bought them all. So I was like, that's interesting. So something's going on with Karma token. It either has some sort of more movement or something, or not sure. So I still had about 880 or so Karma token in my Mercatox wallet. So I put those up for sale for like $35 or something. And I think they're going for like just over one, almost 2 Satoshis. But so we'll see if that one sells. I still haven't touched my original founder wallet earnings, so I have over 100,000 Karma tokens still. But I did see someone listed 21,000 Karma token. There's a sell order out. I don't know if it's gonna fill, but they listed 21,000 Karma token for about $5,000 worth of counterparty token, whatever that is, XRP or something. So I don't know if someone's willing to pay $5,000 for that much Karma token, but I'm gonna keep my eye on that transaction and see if it goes through or not. But yeah, so that's kind of cool. So like I said, I'd sold off all of my Mercatox orders, and that was about $80-$90 worth of Bitcoin in my wallet. So I sold the Karma token for Bitcoin. So I transferred 0.01 Bitcoin to Grant's wallet, and I transferred 0.02 Bitcoin to my wallet. So I don't know, I probably sold like a couple $100 worth of Karma token, which is okay, because I mean I invested a lot of my own money, a lot of my own earnings into Karma token. I bought, what was it, 0.12 Bitcoin back in the day to kind of seed or get Karma token going. and I bought more Karma coins prior to that and converted them to Karma token. So to be honest, I'm pretty sure I've spent more on Karma token than I've like made selling them off or whatever. But I just want to keep like a supply or a stream available so it does get traded or can be traded, and it, you know, people are able to obtain it. If you don't put those sell orders out, no one's gonna get it, like, you know. So I don't think Mercatox is in that smartphone app that I have, so I can't like add that to my portfolio or whatever. But trying to think what else is happening. Yeah, so I mean, I ended up taking 1 Ether out of my mining wallet. So I had 12.5 Ether in my mining wallet. I took one out, so now I got 11.5. I'm due another payday pretty soon here, so it'll be back to 12.5. I don't know. I need to start diversifying and investing in the products or projects that I you know, truly like what they're doing. That's kind of why I missed out or was so upset about the basic attention token, because I really liked that idea and I missed out on it, and I was kind of mad. More so than making money or whatever. I just knew it was a great idea, great premise, and all that. So I don't know. So as of like today, I mentioned it this morning, I had this idea of maybe creating an account on Steemit and adding these vlogs there. I don't know how well received they'd be. I don't know if anyone would watch them. No one's currently watching these on YouTube. I'd noticed that. But what I'm thinking is I'd have to. They do like a about me video or something like that, where you film like a small intro and you kind of explain what your page or your channel or whatever on Steemit is about. So I could, you know, basically explain like, hey, you know, this is my life, my journey. I went through some hard times, and this is literally me learning about crypto from the ground up, like from knowing nothing at all to being like, oh, hey, I just heard about Ether coming out a year ago to today. So I'm gonna foretell or forecast and say, you guys, if you're still watching this, or if you are watching this video, you're probably watching this on Steemit, and thank you. So I think within the next year or less, I'm gonna finally get the urge or get time to create that Steemit account and add my vlogs to it. So the sooner the better, and then maybe I can come up with a timing system, like add like once or twice a week, add, you know, my dailies up there or something, instead of doing it every single day. But I think it'd be cool, and you know, I'm now so hardcore into crypto that I'm thinking I could see me doing this still off in the future. I mean, I've been doing this for a year straight, every day, all day. So yeah. I also mentioned it this morning, but I did send out an email to Tizen. He's runs a cryptocurrency market YouTube channel, and he has like a website and all that. And I explained to him my situation and stuff, and he said, you know, I get these questions all the time, and he's like it's way the factors are that go into deciding if you should sell or not. He's like, are way too involved to put in an email. And he's like, when I have some time, I'll make a video about it. And I just, you know, I'm gonna reply back and just say thank you. You know, here's some ideas that I have, and you know, can you maybe touch on those points and stuff in your video? Like, you know, like one of my burning things is like, should I put in a safety net? So move all of my ICO tokens over to an exchange, put a sell order in. If it drops too low, sell, and lock in whatever those earnings are. Or you know, as well as like, is it true that, you know, an ICO coin riding on Ether has to be worth more than Ether? is there any times in his experience that an ICO coin was like basically worth less than what they spent in an ICO? I think I know the answer to that, but I'd like to, hear from someone that has invested in way more ICOs than I have and has been there, done that. Like, let's say something happens to Swarm, and like, let's say one of their drivers gets in an accident, gets sued, and Swarm gets swallowed up instantly because it's this black magic Bitcoin cryptocurrency entity that no one, is like, oh shit, will their tokens become completely worthless, or will it just kind of like revert down to like Ether's value? So those are some questions that I have, and all that. So my main concern is locking in at least majority of what I have already. So I don't necessarily need or want to sell just to cash out and be like, oh cool, yay. I just don't want to lose it. So, which is everyone's, that's trading 101, like when is enough? And look at the people that sold all their Bitcoins and Ether and all that when it started going up, or doubled or tripled or whatever. It's still going up, guys. What do you do? Well, hindsight's 20/20, so you don't really know what to do. So that's why I wanted to get some feedback from him. But looking forward to his videos. He does a lot of videos where he puts the camera on the car, like on his dash while he's driving, so he can knock off a video really quickly without needing much of anything. So I don't know, I think that's about it. I know I'm talking a lot. I've been stopping this video so like I don't lose like a half hour's worth of talking, but I need to make some phone calls and all that. But my ear has been hurting. I don't know, I might try to get to quick care. I got Grant tonight, so I don't know how that's gonna go, but stay tuned for more. All right, so we just made it to CVS Minute Clinic, and it looks like I got an ear infection again. So she's like, wow, you've had like 3 ear infections in 4 months. She's like, if this doesn't go away after this treatment, then you're gonna probably have to go see an ENT specialist. But she said it's very, very red, like bad. It felt like today like something was like oozing out. So I was like, I can't deal with this anymore. But time to eat. Made it in and out really quick, so I'm happy about that.
My camera?
Okay, I need to get the comb.
Can you get my camera from inside it?
No, hold on. This is just water.
I know.
Yeah, you knew that. Okay, a little bit more. There you go.
Above my eyes anyway.
Okay. I'm gonna go up with it a little bit. So, Sophie thinks we're out here playing. She doesn't know what to do. Haircuts. Sorry. There you go. It hurts? Sorry, bud. Let me just... A little bit more water in the back. And a little bit more water over here. You okay? I didn't get in your eye, did I?
No!
Sophie, we're okay. We're almost done, bud.
Actually, no, it's annoying.
said a couple, but it's already been more than that. Selfie. Okay, baby. She can hear us.
I could hear her. Annoying. So annoying.
Annoying? She's okay. She's a baby. She's worried. I'm not gonna put any gel in it because you're not going to school or anything like that. I don't want you having gel in your hair as you go to bed.
Yeah, I can get all in my bed.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Cool, bud.
I don't want my camera.
Oh, some mud over here.
I should take. Having my camera was.
It's really good. It's still pretty long. Your mohawk's pretty high. Is that okay? I don't have my camera. Yeah. Okay, here, I'll sweep you off. And then you can go inside and look in the mirror. Okay. How's it look?
Good.
Handsome, right?
He had it flat on the top like this, Dad.
Yeah.
He had it flat, like that wide.
Okay, and then the rest was short?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, we could still do that. I just want to leave it like that, and you tell me tomorrow if you like it. Okay?
We'll see what happens.
Okay. Oh, that looks really good.
Why did you
That's
cut
my
it?
first, like, real haircut I've ever done, Grant. I think it looks really good. There you go. What do you say?
Thank you.
Love you. Can I have a kiss? You're the best.
I'm gonna go on this road. Big
Nope.
ones.
They're not supposed to. The road isn't strong enough for them.
Oh, so they just break the whole road?
Yeah, those, yep. Certain roads they can only go on. The big, big trucks. Grant said he wanted to come out and wave at cars. So we're going to try. Here it comes on. Come here, yourself. Let's stay up here, baby.
This part?
No, that was the leash. Here comes on. Behind you. Yep, that was 4 now. All right, here we go. You're up. That was number 5. I hope they come this way. I hope so. Oh, you alright? Hi guys! You alright? Alright, so we were just at the store and Grant wanted to get a toy and I don't have any money to get him a toy. So I spent all my money on medicine. So Grant went home all by himself, got in his bank, and he found his money. Hopefully it's enough.
My friend likes it.
Your friend has the fire truck?
My friend likes it.
Okay, we're checking them all out.
Look at this one, Dad.
Yeah.
Look at this one next time.
That one's really cool. We're hoping we have enough money. We have $4 bills and some coins.
Do this one.
You like that one?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay. That's the one you want?
Yeah.
Do you want it more than this one? You want it more than this one? Huh?
More than these?
Do you want this one or no?
No.
No? Okay.
Because this one doesn't even go that fast.
Yeah, you're out of you. Alright, we're going to check out. Alright, we had to try it out. Alright, once it starts clicking, it's done, bud. That's enough. Grant, there you go. Hey, you want to try one more time off of this thing? Off of the step? And we gotta get our jammies on. Oh, maybe tomorrow we can build a little baby ramp. You know, you probably have one in your toy box.
I have one, but it's bigger than this. Oh.
Yeah, we'll have to look. Alright, let's bring it in. Come on.